Please give me a few minutes of your time. I would like to share how to get freebies on an airplane that the flight attendants won't tell you unless you ask. At the end of the video, you will learn exactly what to ask for and how to ask. If you want to learn the inside scoop, well, I urge you to watch until the end of the video because we have a few added bonus hacks and tips. This video will help you become a more experienced traveler so you know exactly what to do on your next flight. Are you ready for the secret sauce? Well, let's dive right in. Flying economy doesn't always conjure up the best visuals. If you were to close your eyes and think about the experience, you'd probably think of the cramped seating and limited meal service first. But in some cases, you can ask your flight attendant for a few freebies to make your journey a little more comfortable. Things like extra snacks, pillows and blankets, and even over-the-counter medication. More items are available on transatlantic flights versus a domestic route. Yes, airplanes are loaded with free stuff. Depending on what airline you are flying, how long the flight is, and how amenable your flight attendant is, there are quite a few freebies travelers can snag in the sky simply by asking. While some requests are almost definitely going to be a no, free upgrades for instance, here are a few items you can often request for free on major airlines, according to flight attendants. Flight attendants serving food and drinks to family with young kids on an airplane during flight. Now, let's dive in. Just ask. On the most basic level, you can ask for unlimited refills and snacks from the refreshment cart. But if you have a reason, like a delayed flight or a faulty seat, ask for a comped glass of wine or a cocktail. It may seem like the person next to you is getting special treatment because they slipped the flight attendant a $20 while volunteering to check their rollerboard, but airline status, earned by staying loyal to one airline and accumulating points, also helps earn you perks. Just being nice and striking up a conversation with hard-working flight attendants. If a passenger is being obnoxious, just saying, "I'm sorry you have to deal with that," or empathizing with, "People can be such jerks," can score you status-worthy and friendly treatment. Make sure you profit off flight delays, misplaced luggage, and slow Wi-Fi. Airlines all have different policies, and weather delays typically don't entitle you to any monetary compensation. But knowing what you can get for being slightly or severely inconvenienced is helpful. On a recent JetBlue flight, I overheard a woman simply complain about the quality of her in-flight entertainment screen, and a flight attendant credited her $10 in JetBlue credit. In the case of maintenance or crew delays, airlines are obligated to do something, even though airlines can be inconsistent about what exactly they offer for inconveniences. If it's a maintenance delay or crew issue, the airlines are obligated to compensate for that delay, especially if it ruins your travel plans. If the delay is going to cost you more than what the airline can offer and you missed a non-refundable ride or hotel reservation, travelers have up to 30 days to try and negotiate. If the airline isn't offering cash compensation, request airline miles. Knowing who to air your grievances with is key. Tweeting to an airline about a missing pilot may get you a sympathetic GIF, but a formal customer relations complaint may earn you miles or credit. And kindly discussing any issues as they arise may earn you free mileage. More and more airlines are giving flight attendants the ability to give away miles so they don't have to direct complaints to customer relations. In the case of outside services like slow Wi-Fi, take up your issues directly with the Wi-Fi provider who billed you to refund your purchase. Volunteer your seat to get a free travel voucher. This isn't selfless volunteering. This volunteering comes with free cash. Overbooked flights often ask for volunteers to reroute on a later flight, and that volunteer may be compensated with a travel voucher, meal vouchers, and perhaps overnight accommodations, depending on the rebooking. Want to know how to snag these deals? Especially if you're traveling at a peak time, like before a holiday when people are less likely to want to change their travel plans. Arrive early to the airport, let desk attendants know you're traveling alone, if you are, and be flexible with your plans and then wait it out. They throw vouchers at you just to get you to go away. But don't volunteer too early. Read the room. If it's mostly business travelers who could care less about vouchers and just want to get home or to a meeting, wait for the airline to up the ante. Free checked bag? Nope, you don't have to pay those pesky checked bag fees, if you know this trick. If you want to check your bag but avoid paying the fee, bring your bag to the gate and ask them to gate check it. It will go to baggage claim in your arrival airport, but it'll be checked for free. Gate agents are happy to take the bag free of charge to avoid having the bins fill up during boarding and possibly delay the flight. Another option? Fly Southwest, and you'll get 2 checked bags for free with every seat. Tell them about a special occasion. Some airlines love to help passengers celebrate special occasions. If you alert them in advance, you might get a tasty treat at your seat or special attention from flight attendants. Always tell the attendants if it's your birthday, anniversary, or honeymoon. It can result in an upgrade or at the very least a free boozy drink on board a domestic flight. Sure, special occasion seat upgrades might be rare, but it never hurts to share your joy, even if it just means getting an extra snack from the cart. On some long-haul flights, airlines may provide amenity kits to economy passengers. In the economy cabin on most planes, there are a lot of options available to customers, including things to help you freshen up, such as toothbrush kits, earplugs, and eye shades for sleep. The kits won't be full of luxury hand creams like you might find in business class, but they'll get the job done. If you don't find an amenity kit already sitting at your seat when you board the plane, it doesn't hurt to ask a flight attendant if an extra one from business or first class is available. Or, to avoid looking too greedy, see if the attendant has a specific item on hand, such as a toothbrush for freshening up after dinner. On second thought, you might want to avoid brushing your teeth in plane bathrooms since their tap water isn't so clean. It is best to bring your own toothbrush and use one of those bottled water from the airport that you may have picked up. If not, then just wait until you get to your destination. It is not that serious. You probably know you can almost always ask for a cup of water on an airplane, but did you know some airlines will give you a whole or half bottle if you ask for one? Whether or not you'll get one largely depends on availability, but it's always worth inquiring. The cabin temperature on some planes can be notoriously cold, so you can always ask a flight attendant if blankets are available. And if you're on a red-eye flight, you should ask if pillows are available too. You might even want to skip the blanket because the airline does not clean them very often. You should probably bring your own blanket or large scarf or maybe even just a light jacket. All commercial aircraft are equipped with first aid kits that include general supplies like bandages, gauze pads, and antiseptic wipes. Simply let a flight attendant know, and they'll bring what you need. An aspirin or bandage probably isn't the type of flight freebie travelers will get excited about. Nonetheless, these and other first aid items are often available on planes in case of an emergency, or even for a headache from those worrying airplane noises and fussy babies. Gauze, antiseptic wipes, and other essentials are kept in all commercial planes, so you're covered if you suffer a cut or other minor injury. As for headache relief, basic painkillers such as aspirin or ibuprofen are commonly stashed in the aircraft for whenever a passenger or flight attendant needs them. Over-the-counter stomach medicines may also be available on request if you suffer from plane bloat or other tummy troubles. However, just because they're free doesn't mean you should rely on these remedies. When your personal earbuds are wireless, but your in-flight entertainment system is wired, you can ask a flight attendant if they have any headphones for passengers. Don't expect noise-canceling over-ear headphones that you might find in business class. If they're free, they'll be basic earbuds, and some airlines charge for headphones, usually no more than a few dollars. Forgot the iPad at home? Some airlines have activity books for children on board. If you're flying with children, you know the travel expenses can quickly add up. To make the situation a little sweeter and give you more bang for your buck, some airlines offer free entertainment for children on board. And no, we don't just mean the kid-friendly movies found on the seatback screens. American Airlines, for example, gives children aged 5 to 10, traveling from certain airports, a kit filled with puzzles, activities, and extra snacks to keep them quiet and happy. United also offers a kids pack with an activity book, crayons, a puzzle, and upon request, a sensory calming strip to help young explorers overcome flying anxiety. Some airlines even hand out free toys to tots on board. Emirates Airline offers free packs containing stuffed animals and other fun items. If your kiddo is enamored with all things plane-related, you can also request a free meet and greet with the captain. If you're lucky, they may even let your child tour the cockpit. Economy passengers don't often get full meals on short-haul flights, but they do get a round of drinks and snacks. If you find yourself a little peckish or thirsty after that service, politely ask your flight attendant for a little extra. But remember, asking doesn't mean you'll receive. It's all based on availability and whether or not the flight attendant is able to serve you at that point in the flight. If you've been flying ultra-low-cost carriers like Spirit, Frontier, and Allegiant, you might think that free snacks are a thing of the past. But while you won't find them on these airlines, they're still usually available on the legacy carriers. Think American, United, and Delta. If you fly enough, you will inevitably experience delays. But if your tummy is rumbling, don't worry. the airline will likely feed you. Really, who wants an extra grumpy bunch of passengers? When flights are delayed for reasons within the airline's control, you are entitled to receive a meal voucher even when you're on an economy ticket. Every airline in the United States, even the super low-cost carriers, has committed to providing all passengers with a meal voucher if their delay extends beyond 3 hours. Always check the price of your ticket up until you go to the airport. If the price goes down, you can ask the airline to honor the new price, and they will likely rebook your flight at the lower fare. Pay attention to promo emails and other offers that may affect the cost of your itinerary as well. Savvy travelers set flight alerts on platforms like Skyscanner so that they're notified when the prices drop for particular itineraries. You can do this not only before you decide to purchase your tickets, but also after. Check the Skyscanner link in the description to learn more. It used to cost a small fortune when you needed to change your itinerary or cancel your trip, but not anymore. The 2019 pandemic got rid of most change and cancellation fees. On an economy or main cabin ticket, you can cancel your reservation on most airlines before checking in and have a credit to use for up to 1 year. One caveat: economy basic tickets usually don't qualify. This also doesn't usually apply to the ultra low-cost carriers. Be sure to read the fine print or contact customer support about free changes or cancellations before purchasing your airline ticket. Get a branded credit card. Get a travel reward credit card to get free bags, flights, and more. Many co-branded airline credit cards offer free checked bags for you and a companion when you use the card to book a flight on the airline. Some will also include free airport lounge access, free travel insurance, free travel credits, free memberships like TSA PreCheck or Clear, as well as miles back for purchases, allowing you to earn free flights. Compare the reward programs different airlines offer through their co-branded credit cards. You might get sign-up bonuses with even more miles for spending a certain amount of money during your first few months with the card. Airline lounge access can also be an airport game changer, with free food and drink and other perks. Fly at quieter times. Getting a flight upgrade to business or first class isn't always dumb luck. It isn't exclusive to elite frequent flyers either. There are many easy things you can do to help yourself get bumped up. You can increase your chances of scoring an upgrade on your next flight by booking flights with more available seats. If you have timing flexibility, it can pay to fly on less busy days and at quieter times. Consider choosing days when business travelers are less likely to book flights to decrease your competition for flight upgrades. Be extra nice. You should always strive to be courteous and considerate to the workers you interact with at the airport and, well, everywhere for that matter. But there are also selfish reasons to be extra sweet in air travel settings. When it comes to getting in-flight amenities and freebies from airlines, nice guys don't finish last. If you're looking to score any freebies on your next flight, you will have to be a little nice to enjoy some of these perks. Even though they are highly trained, no steward will go out of their way for a rude or annoying passenger. If you can make their shift more bearable, you can score some brownie points with the flight crew, and your good behavior might just be rewarded with a first-class treat. Play your cards right, and you might earn enough money from the airlines to take your next trip on their dime. We are so glad you made it this far. Thanks for staying with us. We would love to hear your comments and suggestions too, so be sure to comment below with your own tips and hacks. We also have several playlists on this channel that cover more on this topic, as well as other secrets that the airport and the airline don't want you to know. Make sure you watch these videos to equip yourself as a seasoned traveler. We are providing all the value for you here on our channel. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. We want to empower you with the knowledge you need to travel the skies. So please stay tuned when we drop the next video. Make sure you visit the links in the description and purchase something to support our channel. Thank you in advance, but for now, safe travels.